lot to celebrate also in your home. I can hear something in your voice. What's going on?
Man, it was a long weekend. There was a whole lot of cheering. If you are a longtime viewer, you know this. I spent my weekend, like I usually do, at the ballpark, and I wasn't alone. Oh no, there was a big softball tournament this weekend, and we are so proud to let you know that our local Miami Stingrays won big in the 12U division. The 305 representing well with the 2008 you see here, and then the 2009 Stingrays you saw a moment ago. Each team taking home the championship trophy in the Mother's Day tournament. Long days, as so many of you guys who are watching know, but completely worth it. And speaking of parenting and the sacrifices that we do make, one local family has never let their daughter's disability keep her from playing the sport she loves. Madison Smith is on the roster for the Florida Impact 06 travel softball team. Madison was born with spinal muscular atrophy, known as SMA. She's been in a wheelchair since she was 2, but that doesn't keep her off the field.
When did you decide I'm going to be a softball player?
I've always loved the game. My parents both played, and I went to go watch my friend play, and I was welcomed out to run the bases by my coach at the time, Coach Pete. And it was just, I loved it. And when I joined the team, it was just like, it felt like home.
Do you remember a moment where, you know, a childhood friend or somebody was doing something before softball where you said, hey, I'm going to do this too. I'm going to do it my way, but I'm going to do it?
I adapted to everything. Like if I was with a friend and we were swimming and I wanted to swim too, I figured out a way that I could swim my way. Or fishing, we made a special chair on the boat that I could sit in that spins, so that way we don't have to constantly move it
Softball, mom and dad, you know this, especially spring ball. It's a lot. It's every weekend. It is hot. There are 6 to 12 hour rain delays. What keeps you going out there?
It's a lot of fun. I love just being out there with all my friends, and it's the sport I love.
What's it like putting on that uniform?
I love it. It's my team.
Softball at this level is competitive, right? Yet she's out there with the best of them.
Very competitive. We travel, and Madison just accepted. So she's the heart of our family. Vocally, she's probably the biggest voice on the team. And she's just always right there, and she constantly is learning. She's like a sponge, and she loves being out there, and she's such an inspiration.
People tell me all the time, you know, just Madison being there, being so positive, because they know whenever she has a hard time, you know, whether she's in the hospital multiple times a year or whatnot, you know, we update the team, we update her friends, and everyone's so supportive.
A lot is said about teenage girls, but Jen, the teenage girls that she's surrounded with on her team, there's something special, aren't they?
And it's just, you saw in the videos, it's so automatic. Madison swings, and she doesn't have the strength at that moment to pick up her bat. She doesn't even have to ask. They automatically go over, pick up her bat, reset her.
Erin, I know that you tossed the ball with her out there on the field to be able to share that moment with your daughter. And I imagine, you know, at 15 months, I think, or just before a year when she was diagnosed, was that impossible to visualize, and then being able to do that now?
Yeah, 100%. I never thought that would happen, the things that we've done up to this point. And on the other hand, we weren't going to let her quit. So, I mean, she does everything. If she's going to do it, we're going to find a way she can do it.
One of the things with SMA is bone density. So are there moments, Jen and Erin, where you are a little nervous, even, you know, being in the dugout or too close to the foul line?
We're always like, you know, protective, and she's like, oh, wait. Part of her disease, you know, she's got brittle bones. She's broken 15 bones. But Madison actually would love one of her stories of a broken bone to be on the softball field. If anything that SMA taught to our life, it was also a blessing, knowing, you know, you don't realize the support system you have until you need it. And we were so blessed to have a huge support system when we really needed it to support Madison.
Wow.
A special family and a very special team. To learn more about Madison and SMA and to donate, you can head to madisonswish.com.